Hey David, mosquito. I was gonna keep this a secret, although I've just desperately asked this crystal if I how I and I'm still very desperate asking it how I can make someone's day tomorrow, because I think that we would both me and the person that I would make the day of we would both absolutely fucking need it. We both absolutely need it to hell right now. And so I felt compelled to share the story. With all the positive karma overload spews that I did a few days ago. Like, I set this goal. I wish that I could have just told you this in real life, although uh, it might just be that you need the story right now, and other people need to know about it. You don't know how much leverage you have to make someone's day right now. You don't know how much day, like, you don't need to wear a t-shirt that fucking says they fucking have a world record, because in this story I completely forgot to wear one of the record t-shirts. I just completely forgot. Though it worked anyway. It worked anyway. Oh, so one of my goals was my they still don't know. They still don't know. They still don't know. My dad spontaneously gave me a £5 note in this parkour wallet, and it was basically the only money in there apart from this £100 note. I still don't know about that. So the goal was, and I have two slips of gold papers in there. What one's they're both private, although one of them that I can say is I want to make. I should have enough leverage in order to make someone's fantasy come true. So far, including with this story, I've made a person's fantasy come true. And it's quite easy to do, although you might have had to got into the Bristol States and went through a lot of the stuff that I went through in order to, like, the positive stuff that I went through in order to feel like you can actually give someone this one of the goals, and one of the ideas that I had in order to make someone's day, at least embellish it, was to go up to a homeless person and get them to sign a basketball in exchange for £5 and a selfie, and I wanted to give them a tuning fork or two, just to tell them about the relief placebo, because I could probably alleviate quite a bit of pain for them. So I had a spontaneous. My sister just said, like, 1 or 2 days ago, that I was going for a haircut at Lowestoft to be ready for 1 p.m. So ready for 1 p.m. I hate the fact that it was 4 hours instead of like half an hour to an hour. That I still have a hard time justifying that amount of time that my family didn't tell me about. My knees right now are very knee jerky. So get into Lowestoft, and I was using my Rutile and this black tourmaline with what, pericardium 5 it might have been, in order to both protect myself from my parents' negative auras, and to put myself in quite a blissful state to have the experience be pleasant, and explore around the place there in the Meridians. And while I was waiting for the barbers, when I got to Lowestoft, I sat on the bench, and I was right next to a vape store, and there was this one woman who came by in a wheelchair and was just sulking like hell. I I, I, I didn't see any homeless people around the place. It's like she was basically like the second or third person who I saw walk by. So I had the feeling build in me to go and do what I actually what I actually imagined to do while I was while I was in bed regarding this. And so I got the signature basketball. It's it's deflated in here right now. The signature basketball is deflated in there right now so that I can bring it to Nova. The woman came out and I go to her and I ask her, "Hey, excuse me, will you do me a favor?" And she said, what is it?" And I get the signature basketball out, and I had felt it pins in my pocket. I had my I had this phone with me, which is good enough. Which is good enough. Currently, I thought this phone was what was a Google Pixel 3a. Just went into the information of it and bought me a way more advanced phone than a 3a. Oh well. And three. I went. I wanted a 3a just for a budget phone. I guess for the most bang for the buck. Although she went for the most advanced phone. And I didn't want that solely because I thought the 5G would fry my hand, and turns out it's being fine anyway. So, so I've been through a rough day, so I'm not going to. I'm not going to get. My voice is a bit skewed right now. So got out the signature basketball, and I asked her to sign it, and she signs the signature basketball. Is it worth me? There were rainbow. I think there were rainbow balls in the way. No, there are not rainbow balls in the way. Where is it? Where is it on this basketball? Let me lower the camera angle slightly. Where is it? Because she signed it, and then I say, I give her the £5, and she looks at me surprised. "Well, what for?" And said, "Fun." And then I asked, then I asked her if I could take a selfie with her. Said, "Oh no, I don't do those." And then I just go, "See ya," and we see each other off. Where is the signature on here? Where is the signature on here? I was afraid that the deflating this basketball would I swear I marked this down. I swear I marked. Here we go, got it. It's right here if you can see it. And it's marked with £5. It's marked £5 right there. It's marked £5 right there. So, perhaps because not many people were around me, I was able to override a crowd effect and make make a old woman who was probably suffering. I managed to make a drone's day. And let's just hope that with the angels that are in these crystals, that this video inspires a lot of people, or at least one person to but I really want me and another person to I'm desperate for this. I really want me and you or another person to just to go out. Like if you have cash with you, if you have extra clothes, if you have extra clothes and stuff that you don't need, according to Gary Vaynerchuk, you have cash. You have like £5 to spare, and do not spend a ton on charity. I don't believe in most of the charities nowadays. Just go ahead and make the day of a drone. The middle class can support each other on basic things like phone directions. This makes someone's day in giving them like just £5, £10, because during these times it's going to matter. It's going to matter.